finally, while he is standing there, this whole thing gets resolved. And meanwhile, I'm losing disabled folks by the dozens from this, 911 a division of the 3 divisions. So now I have people stranded, and speaking of disabled folks, I will tell you then what I mentioned earlier. The reason that this video was delayed is because I was in Walmart just this evening, and some older gentleman called out some younger gentleman for what could have been an invisible disability, and he called him a R word. Well, that doesn't happen on my watch, and let's just say I was almost arrested in Walmart because of how I react to that kind of transgression. Not only because I work with disability folks or differently abled clients for 12 years, but I am in that general arena, that this customer was in potentially in terms of invisible sort of challenges or whatever, and I'm surprised that the floor, the ceiling didn't collapse. I made such a scene. So like I said, I was figuratively speaking, almost arrested. So that's why I'm late on this. But so this gentleman, of course I had to let him go. And see, we were understanding about a lot of things there, for example, substance misuse, like marijuana. Back then it wasn't legal, and the nature of the business that I was in was testing, like random testing, like it was like absolutely essential in this industry to be random tested. And I had a new employee that I hired on a temp basis, who I shifted into permanent because he was so good, and he got a random and he came up for pot. But point being, legally, at least at the time, at least with this agency, you have to afford the employees the opportunity of basically departing or going into or going into some sort of a program, like, I don't know, a 30-day sort of outpatient rehab kind of thing. And then once you've passed that and you get like a stamp, then we have to take you back. Like we really do, like we literally do. And guess what? I brought that guy back. But this was not stumbling into disgustingness. Poor guy, like I said. So of course I had to let him go on the spot. I mean, I took him into this like side room that we had to let him know, because you never, ever, ever discipline or say anything untoward to an employee in front of other employees. Please, if your takeaway is only that, don't do that. That's like a major no-no across the board for me and lots of people. So I took him to the side room. I explained the obvious to him. He was crushed. He knew, that he had to go right away. And that was it. He, very professionally, politely, and crushed, like in so many humiliating directions, left. Very, a very pleasant departure, considering. And then we finished up the virus, got everything together, and then I was out, a temp employee. So I had to go through the whole process all over again. Oh well, we're all human. We make mistakes, major lack in judgment, oversight. So anyway, I guess, like I said, cautionary, that was the word, not discretionary, that I was thinking of in the beginning. So cautionary tale has a, moral to the story. And I hope, like I said, it was at least entertaining, but in all the wrong reasons. So I hope I was true to form, I guess, kind of vague. I did say hideous something or other. And not that the guy was hideous, like I said, we're all human beings. So thanks for letting me share that kind of bizarre story. I thought I'd throw something in randomly that actually is connected to corporate and what happened today and everything. So be good to yourself. Be good, as I always say, to those you care about. And I used to say, don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And then I would say, don't do everything I wouldn't do. So I'm just going to say good day, good night, good evening. I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow with who knows what. Clip of the day, show, teasers. Okay, bye.